up for a minute, but I wanted to get this data out there to show y'all that it is possible. If you look at my earlier video, I won the pick three. I think I spent $56 on that. And tonight I won the pick four. Well, with the pick three, I won $330. So I guess I believe in the power of 10. In the pick four, I won $3,300. And I could have easily scaled that. I mean, when I look back in retrospect, I could have easily scaled that. But let me get into it, family, because I think it was pretty telling. I'm going to keep this up and I'm going to show you guys exactly what happened. So I'm going to go back to this pick four tab and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on the 12, and I'm going to show you guys something because I think this is very key in how you look at this data. So, family, I've been looking at this year-month profile for a minute. And as you can see why. On the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th. So you guys know I always talk about data, so I don't even really have to go into that anymore. And so for the midday pick four, you know what? I didn't even get to play it. I attempted to play it, but I didn't play it. I wished I had played it because all I had to do was just select this profile here. And if you look a little further, you'll see there's the win. That's a straight win. So the way I play straight box, that would have been 2,900. Maybe I would have did I don't know. I'm not even sure how I would have played this. But anyway, here's the win. So I'm going to put this on the 13th. So you guys see what I'm talking about. You're going to see it pop in here pretty shortly. You see that? See that? 9511, 9511. That's what came out for midday. And so I said to myself, well, damn, I don't want to miss this again. But I put a little caveat on it, and this is going to be my play going forward, because you'll notice that. I've noticed sometimes when I use consecutive draws by itself, it works, but I don't get the expanded payout. And sometimes if I try to use like RBTL, read between the lines by itself, as was the case today, you don't get the extra pair because RBTL finds pairs. Let me explain that a little better, family. I know that probably doesn't go over well. So you can see the win here, right? And you can see the win right here, right? So what you would normally do is just select that, right? Just select all these dates. It's 57. I think there's 60 numbers here. Subtract 3, that would have been 57. So you would have had 57 numbers to play. I find that most folks don't want to spend $57. They balk at spending $57. I don't have a problem with spending $57, but here's the thing. If you spend $57, the most you could win if it doesn't come up straight is the least I should say. The least you're going to win is $100. And so to spend $57 to win $100, I don't know. That's not really worth my time. But in any case, here was the midday win, and I missed that. I didn't feel disgruntled or anything because, again, family, all you have to do is keep doing what the data tells you. And it's telling you, hey, keep rocking with me. I'm good. So it told you the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th. Excuse me, I had this sneeze, but you see, it's still doing. It's still saying the 13th, the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. So, hey, keep doing what the data tells you to do. You guys have heard me say that. So I did it. I selected this whole this whole pick list right there, but I did a little twist, and I'm going to go back to RBTL so you guys see it. So this was the list right here, right? This is sort of like a condensed version of that list. You see the 9511 in there, and you also see the 298. See, you see the 2511. The reason that I'm showing you this is because I said, you know what? I'm not going to be caught like that again. The last time I just said, okay, give me all of the consecutive list. Not give me all of the consecutive lists, but give me a partial of the list. And what I should have done, I'm going to back that up. I want to make sure you guys really get this. Let me go back to it. I'm going to share this tab again. Let me go back to it to really hope you guys get this. Okay, family. So step one. This is the consecutive draws tab, right? This is step one. This is the consecutive draws tab. And I'm going to put it back on the 12th just to show you where this mindset, this genesis came from. So if I look here, right, and you hear me talk about a lot of times about long tail and short tail. Well, if you look, there really is no long tail in here that covers 10th, 11th, and the 12th. So the only real option for this guy, everything that covers the 10th, 11th, and the 12th, is this guy, right? So this guy minus these three numbers, there's 60 numbers here. But if I subtract the 3 out of this, I'm going to have 57 numbers, right? And my concern was if I play just 57 numbers, I'm either going to have to hit this straight or box. That's how I play. I have to hit this straight or box to get a win. And for me to spend $57 to get a $100 win was not really, that's not how you win big. So I don't typically play like that. You don't win big like that. How you win big is to either double this up, but because you have 57 numbers, that's a stretch. So now you're talking about, okay, I have to spend $114 to potentially win $200. I don't know. I've done that a lot in the past. That's not typically how I play. So step one, I'm looking at the pick four 2009 11 draw. And if I put that on the 13th, you'll see, bam, there it is. It came out straight. Now, is that luck? I don't know. Some could say it is luck. That would have been $2,900 had I done that, but I didn't do that. But I still got the win for the evening, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So I have the 2009 11 right here, and you see the 9511 came in as straight. So right now I'm undaunted. I'm going to take this whole list. So now I have the four numbers in here. So now I have 56 numbers here. You guys with me? I have 56 numbers. That's $56 I'm going to play straight box. And the reason for that, I'm like, hey, man, if it's rocking with, if it's just if it's giving me a straight off of this joint, who's to say it's not going to give me another straight in here somewhere? So again, do what the data tells you to do. If it says stay in 2009 11, stay in 2009 11 until it says don't do that anymore. So now I'm going to go over to RBTL and I'm going to share this tab. And here's 2009 11. And you see, I'm staying within this set right here too. Here's the challenge with RBTL. RBTL doesn't give you the full list. It only gives you pairs of the repeat. So if I select this, you guys see the only thing I'm going to get is this 770 right there, right? That's not the winning number. The winning number turns out is right here and right here. So, Will, how did you get that? I'm glad you asked. You guys have heard me say, and I'm going to just repeat it and not sound like I said it before, but I'm pretty sure I've said it before. You guys heard me say, When you're looking for the next win, you have to think about the mindset you have to think about when you select numbers is a celebrity party. So if you say to yourself, I know 9511 just came out straight, right? And let's say there's 9511. I'm going to come up with another celebrity. Um, let's say Jay Z. Let's say Jay Z is at this event, right? So 9511 is at this event, right? And you could see 9511 here. See that guy? And you see 9511 here, right? So it begs to reason if Jay Z is at this event, there are going to be others that are nearby this event. Guys ask me, I get a lot of questions about, hey, Will, how do you play this? I want you to think about that metaphor. When you have the winning number, right? The next winning number is close by in date. It's either in that same year, month profile, or it's in a very close date, not that far behind. It just always is. And that's the laws of dates. If you find a winning number, the chances are that that next winning number is going to be close behind. And you guys see that. I don't even have to cover that up. You see the winning number right there. This is the evening pick four winner. I chose this month, and you can see it's kind of long tail. That's the reason I chose it, and I chose the one right next to it, and that was the win right there. So I picked up these two guys. Well, I'm gonna put that back so you guys can see it. That's the winner right there. Those are the two winners. So it ended up being a straight. I could have easily created a multiple of that, like just by betting more, uh, spend $200, and now instead of $50, and now you're talking about $10,000, or maybe even 14. 3,300 the first time. Multiply that times four. Now we're talking 13,000. Somebody asked me the other day, "Hey, how do you get into the money that we're talking about?" This is how you get into the money that we're talking about. You do what the data tells you, and then you bet big. Is $200 big? Maybe to some folks, but if you realize what just happened with this guy, you see that, man, you would have won twice in one day. You would have been on top of the world had you won the straight right here. There's the straight, you see it, right? And then there's the other straight right there. So that's how you do it, family. Remember that. You go to consecutive draws, you find out what's popping, right? It's almost like saying when you see consecutive draws and it goes 10, 11. Let me go back to it. When you see consecutive draws and it goes 10, 11, 12, it's almost like it's telling you, hey, there's a big event coming up. Watch out for it. So, what am I going to do tomorrow? The same thing. There's a big event and it's happening around here in 2009, 11. This is the address. Hey, where's that event going to be held? Hey, the event is going to be held somewhere around this neighborhood. Now, everybody else looking at mirrors and switching numbers around, they don't get it. They'll never get it. But those of you who have mylottodata.com, a lottery tool, you know how to do it now. You find where the party's happening by going to consecutive draws. And then once you find out who's going to the party, there you have it. That's it, family. I'm not going to belabor this anymore. That's how you win. That's how I do it. Thanks. I'll see y'all on the other side.